Put this to the cloud. Okay, we're recording. And as people jump in, I will just go ahead and admit them. But anyway, holy crap, guys. I know that we have just been like overloaded with so many amazing things, so many bonuses, so many just wow. Like that's literally like I can't even wrap my brain around everything that's going on. I was just on a Zoom with a couple of my other girls before we jumped on here, kind of just game planning and talking about what's going on. And it's like, holy crap, there's a lot going on right now, right? Like we've got UTC going on that just started. We've got this new rank advancement bonus, these matching bonuses. Like there's a lot to run for. And tonight I had a lot planned that I wanted to go over, and I'm really glad that they did this tonight. And I was planning on talking about what I have planned, because what I wanted to go over tonight is kind of just like a little bit of a pump up, a little bit of, you know, kind of just getting into the swing of things for January. I know a lot of calls up until now have been kind of focused around what this announcement was going to be and, you know, what to kind of be ready for. But now that we're here, I feel like it is a good time to kind of just jump back in and really get down into the grind, right? Because now we have the next 3 months from today on to really get in the trenches, make sure we're showing up, make sure we're doing all the things that we need to do to move our business forward in these next couple of months. I will tell you right now, when I have hit rank advancement bonuses in the past, I've earned over $60,000 with this company in rank advancement bonuses alone. I promise you it is life-changing. Like, let me just say that right now. I know we're recording, income disclosure right here, you know, you have to work for it. It's not free money. But this company, if you're willing to work for it and you're willing to show up and you're willing to dedicate yourself over the next 3 months to earning these rank advancement bonuses, whether it's you have a goal on your mind that you want to hit for yourself, or maybe you have newbies in this business that you want to help them get on leaderboards. Whatever it is, you have to commit yourself to the fact that it's not going to be easy. You're going to have moments where you're overwhelmed. Like right before I got on this call, I was like, holy crap, we have so much going on that like I need to like take a minute to kind of like center myself and figure out, okay, where can I go from here to use my energy and, you know, what I'm doing as far as like action behind the scenes for business to really catapult where I'm going in these next couple of months. So definitely obviously wanted to touch on the announcement again. I know we've been on a lot of different calls, and if you had one with your downline for the call and then we're on Lindsay's or M's, you've probably heard this a million times. But if you are just hopping on, we did drop rank advancement bonuses tonight. So basically what that means is from now until April 2021, when you hit a rank in your business, so 4K, 12K, 40K, 80K, or 200K, you will be paid out that directly correlating number in dollar amount sales, right, for bonuses. So basically, if you are a 4K, you will get $4,000. If you are hitting 12K, you'll get a $12,000 bonus. I've earned that bonus twice, one for myself and one for my boyfriend. And let me tell you, the first time that I earned it, like I said, it is very life-changing. If you are struggling right now, or you joined this business because you wanted to have, you know, options and just more financial stability, or maybe just even a little bit extra, this is the time where that momentum is built, because everyone wants to earn a bonus, right? Everyone wants to go after rank advancements and rank up and earn that correlating bonus. However, you're going to have people that are going to fall off. So I want you guys to remember that this isn't going to be easy, but you have to commit yourself. And over these next couple of months, if you decide to link arms with those who are ready to run with you, and you don't wait for the people who are stringing along, you're going to move yourself further. You're going to be in that mindset of, this is my goal and I'm not stopping. And I'll tell you how you're going to know you're in that exact place. You're going to start dreaming about your rank. You're going to start dreaming about what it's going to feel like when you hit that opportunity. That's what happened to me. Let me tell you guys, when I hit my first $12,000 bonus with this company, it was right after I had joined. 2 months in, we dropped rank advancements. I had never seen that kind of money from a bonus in my life in network marketing. Hell, I didn't even know that anything else existed other than the company I was with previously to joining 2 months prior. And in that business that I was with 2 months prior, I spent 2 months in that business, my last 2 months, running for a $5,000 bonus. I stopped going to classes. I left myself in my bed all day long. I barely ate. I was depressed. I was constantly working for that $5,000 bonus. I didn't earn it. 2 months later, I joined this business. They dropped rank advancements and I earned a $12,000 bonus. So I want you guys to remember that all the things that you've been through over the last couple of months, I know me personally, my downline and I, we ended July at literally $500 short of $80,000 in team sales. From that moment on, we have kind of dwindled a little bit in sales, and we've lost people in my leg. We've lost people in my top legs. That's okay. I want you to remember that any struggles you've been through over the last couple of months, or you've fallen back, or you felt discouraged, that's in the past. And there was a reason you went through that. And it's because you were meant to be in this moment right now, set up with the people who are on your team or who are going to be on your team by the end of this week, because that's where you're meant to be. So please know from here on out, anything that you go through as a struggle or a mountain in this business, it's to help you grow and to get you to that next level. So here you are. We just dropped rank advancements. We've got a new match percentage on rank advancements as well. There's a rookie board. So there's a lot to run for here. We also have UTC. Don't forget about the fact that you can market that to your clients, guys. There is so much going on right now. And, I really wanted to start this off with a little bit of like 2021 motivation, right? So I want you guys right now, knowing everything that is happening, what we're doing going forward. And I have notes here. So if I'm looking down, that's what I'm looking at. But I want you guys to really, really stomach and digest what we mean when we stop saying, or when we say stop playing it small, right? When someone is playing it small, it's maybe you're not even ranked right now and you're like, I just want 4K. Okay, that's great. But what about in the next 3 months if you can find a couple runners and link arms and go 12K? And guess what? If it doesn't happen, that's fine. You still shot for the stars and you moved further than you probably thought you were going to. So I want you guys to dream bigger. Stop playing small. If you were here during 2020, maybe you're just coming in this week. If you were here for 2020, at least the last 6 months, you know it's been insane. Since March of 2020, when most of the world went on lockdown, our businesses, they didn't stop. They didn't, decline in sales. We actually, if I remember correctly, Paul said that we were doing 20% more every single month in COVID once it started. So right now, you are in a place where we have a crazy world. We have a pandemic that's still going on. We're in the middle of this craziness with politics. But you have an opportunity right here, guys, that if you show up and you start playing big, dreaming big, sharing big, do you know how many people's lives out there that you can change right now? People who are praying and hoping to get their stimulus checks, people who are looking for a way to get healthier because they know that right now they probably are at risk of, catching something or just being in that percent of vulnerability. We have something on our hands that we can seriously change other people's lives. And I want you guys to start looking at as a gift. You have a gift on your hands. I mean, hello, we're all in a business right now. We're sitting on a call at 6:11 p.m. in California, and we're sitting on a call right now discussing how our company just dropped $60 million in bonuses for us to earn. Like, can we think about that right now? There's a reason you're here. And it's not because the last year you said, hey, you know what? I'm not meant for this. You have potential. You're here on this call because you're meant to be here on this call, and you're meant to go forward with what's happening right now. And so if you had a bad 2020, or your last month of 2020 was crap, or maybe your fall was crap, my fall was crap. I'll be the one to say it. My fall was absolute crap. I didn't start getting back on my feet and really running and enrolling big packs and really getting into it until I said, you know what, I'm tired of what I've been doing the last 2 months. I've been, showing up for people who weren't matching my effort. I was kind of playing it small with my own mindset. No, not anymore, right? We all fall back. We all get discouraged, but we have a new fresh slate here, guys. Not only do we have a new fresh slate, we have a new addition to our comp plan. Not only that, we have rank advancements. We have an opportunity for our customers and our promoters who come into this business to get healthy and earn a grand prize of $50,000 in doing so. And a rookie leader, like all this stuff. Like, are you kidding me? There is so many things to market right now, guys. You cannot sit back and say, I don't know what to share. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to post. So with that tonight, I want you guys to remember, keep your excuses and your blocks in 2020, because what we have here, these next 12 months, these next 52 paychecks, these next 3 months of rank advancements, they have the ability to literally, and I mean this with every single freaking ounce of my being, they have the ability to change your entire life. They do. And if you take it seriously and you run with it positively, it will absolutely change your life. But you can do what I did. back when I earned my 12K bonus before I was ready in 2018, and I earned a $12,000 bonus, and I overspent like more money than I could account for. And that's why I fell off in my business and I thought I needed to go somewhere else, right? And then I came back and I realized what I have my hands on here, it's absolutely unmatched. So make sure that when you're running with this bonus and you're dreaming about what you're going to do in this business, that it's not all materialistic. It's not shopping. It's not, hey, let me earn this, $40,000 bonus so I can go shopping like I did. Please don't do that. Like, I promise you, this has the ability to change your whole life. 12K, 40K, 80K, 4K. Guys, these bonuses, they are the start of they're literally the tip of the iceberg. Like, let me tell you that, because once you earn a bonus and you prove to yourself, it's not even about earning the bonus, right? It's about what you prove to yourself. You're capable. I can sit here all day. Lindsay can sit here all day. Any of your leaders can sit here all day and look at you and say, you're capable of this. We see it in you, right? But you need to know that it's in you and you have to believe it. When you hit that bonus after working so hard for it, the momentum, the mindset switch that goes off in your head, your business is going to explode. And I want that for you. But it only starts with you taking that commitment now and saying, you know what, in these next couple of weeks, maybe I'm not going to watch my Netflix show. Maybe I'm going to wake up at 5 a.m. versus 6, so I have an extra hour before I have to go to work. Maybe I'm going to listen to a podcast on the treadmill at the gym rather than listen to my trap music that I love. Right? Make the small little routine changes, because those are the things that are going to compound and they're going to get you to success. Success is not, oh, one day you wake up and you're 200K. And I was talking about this with my girl Jackie, who's on here earlier. Success is the compounding efforts that you take internally, right? We all have the same team pages. We all have the same resources. We all have the same chats. Hell, we're all selling the same damn product, right? What is going to make someone join you or buy product from you or look at your page and say, I'm interested in knowing information from her versus her, is what you're doing inside of you that is going to show outward to other people. The work that you're doing in personal development in the morning, the I ams, the things that you're speaking over yourself and your business over these next 3 months, they have to be absolute bulletproof. When I say you need to write the rank you're running for on every single mirror in expo markers, get a stack of Post-it notes, put on how many orders a day, right? Like when I hit my 40K run, I put in that I wanted to be at 40K, 80K. I had it on my wall, how many orders I wanted. Okay, I needed a Ultra 3-step plus sculpt. I was offering them $25 off. Okay, that's $174. I know I need this many. This is what my 3-step is, right? That I sell constantly. I'm always selling a 3-step Ultra with sculpt. I know I get $25 off. That tells me my number is going to be 174 because that's the total. How many 174s do I need to get to hit my PV goal? Put them on the wall. Every time you hit an order, rip it off. Have a visual to your business. Put it on every notebook, every background on your phone. I want you to eat, sleep, and breathe over these next 3 months, your goals. I'm not kidding when I say every single month, my leaders and I, we change our phone backgrounds to have our ranks that we're running for, our goals, our dreams, our aspirations for business, because you have this in your hand every single day. Whether you're reading it to yourself or not, it is there. It's subliminal. This is yours. The rank you're going for is already yours. And that's something that I want you guys to understand, is that when you commit and you say, this rank is mine, and every day you wake up, just like Lindsay said earlier, you wake up and you say, I am earning this. I am this. You start to believe it, right? You start to believe it naturally. Guys, I didn't even hit 80K, and I think of myself as a damn 80K every single day. You better believe I'm running for 200K. Why? Because I don't have time to play small for myself. These bonuses and what we have right now is so big that what you have for not only, yourself or your family, like let me put it into perspective this way. Connor and I were able to pay to fly my entire family out here for Thanksgiving. My dad, when I left and moved to California, thought he'd never see me again because he can't afford a plane ticket. This business did that. That small little win for the holidays that I got to see my family because this business. Now think about the big wins that you can accomplish when you compound those efforts and you start working, and you're going to hit this rank next month, and then next month you rank again, and maybe in a year you'll rank. Who cares how long it takes, right? It's about the journey and where you're going and what you're doing. So please do not play small this year. Please do not play small with the opportunities that we have. Please know that you are so incredibly capable of earning this and changing your life. But it starts with you committing that every single day you're going to wake up and, number one, tell yourself that, but number two, match the damn efforts that go with that rank. Because I'll tell you right now, you will not hit a rank until you show up as that person. And again, fuck a rank, because ranks aren't everything. But at the end of the day, if you want to be a certain person, or you want to act like, you're going to be a millionaire by 25, right? That's my goal. I want to be a millionaire by 25. I'm speaking that out there on a recording, by the way. So I will be a millionaire by 25, right? That's what I'm saying. So now every day I'm going to go out there and I'm going to act like that person acts. What does a millionaire at 25 look like? They're probably a hard ass worker. They got boundaries. They have schedules. They have routines, right? What are they implementing in their lives? They're probably eating healthy. They're probably very organized and focused. So I know I need to show up like a millionaire. Me wanting to be a millionaire by 25 and produce that goal for myself does not mean I need to go out and spend like a millionaire, right? It means I need to have the mindset that's going to match where I want to be. And if you're not waking up and pouring into yourself, you're not doing the IPAs, or you're one of those people that says, I'm doing everything, but I'm not getting anywhere. I'll tell you right now, I'm tracking 80K and I don't do everything. This is my full-time income. This is my livelihood. I am 20. I'll be 24 in March. This is what I do, and I don't do everything. So don't come to me or another leader and say, I'm doing everything, but I'm not getting anywhere. I promise you, you're probably not. Sit down with your mentor, sit down with a sideline sister, have them look over your Instagram page, your Facebook page, get a social media makeover, look at your posts, really think about the content you're producing. And with that, I kind of want to segue into kind of the bulk of what I wanted to talk about tonight, which is going to go hand in hand with all of this for, going forward and working your business, because I feel like a big thing that, when newbies come into this, or even people who've been here for a while who might feel like they're discouraged or they're not moving forward as fast as they want to, a lot of it comes with content, right? Content is the thing that is going to be out there for your audience to see. It's your storefront. It's the thing that allows your people to know that, one, you're offering something, and also, two, it's just going to flat out let your people know who you are. And that's a big thing. So I want you guys to really know that the training that I have for you today, it's going to go hand in hand with everything here. But set your goals and your intentions and, really stick to them this month, right? I'm going to get in some really awesome tips about content and things that I do that help me and really stay organized in my business, which I really believe that a lot of us are going to need over the next 3 months. I mean, me, myself, I lead a team of over 650 people. I am starting 4 classes again on the 19th for school. And I also work my boyfriend's business. So we have a lot going on and we have to stay on track, guys. Routines are something that, a lot of people get in this business and they think, oh, it's great, I can do it whenever. But I'm sorry to break it to you, it's a business. And if you want to have, CEO like money, you're going to have to work like a CEO. And that means clocking in on your own time, making sure you have a schedule, knowing when you are available for certain things and when you're not. And this is something that I just recently had to really have like a check myself with, because I was making myself so available to my team. And that's not to say, that's a horrible thing. It's great as a leader to always be there for your team. But again, guys, in these next couple of months, as you start to build your team, as a leader, you have to set boundaries. You have to set routines. You have to make sure that you are running your business first and for you, and you're being selfish in the fact that maybe you don't go straight to your people who have been in the business for 3 months, and you kind of just focus on the people that have just came in this week and yourself, right? You focus on who really, really needs you and what you need to do for yourself first. Because if you don't do that for you first and you're not selfish with your business, right? Me, I was jumping into chats constantly. I was answering questions every time someone asked, a voice message would pop up. I would listen to it immediately. And I was stressing myself out. And you cannot be a 7-figure mentor in this business and feel like you're drained. And so something that I had to work through recently with my leadership is, really setting boundaries and routines for making this business fit into my life smoothly. So that way I'm not feeling like I'm playing catch up all day, or I'm not feeling overwhelmed. And this is something, again, I've really been trying to focus on with my newbies as I brought them in this week for the new year, because I really want to focus on duplicating that leadership style of, being there for them when they need you, but also really making sure that you know that you can't be the best leader to them unless you're 100% on your game, right? So content planning, batching, and utilizing your fives to work your business are all parts of obviously having a routine. And it's something that I wanted to talk about today because it's something that I've been doing for a while, but I never really, kind of thought about the fact that not a lot of other people probably do this until boot camp. So I definitely wanted to go over, content batching, really just basically what your content is in general. Because I know I had some questions with some newbies earlier today about content and, how to do it. And they don't want to post just Thrive all the time and all that stuff. So some of this might be repetitive, but bear with me because I do have a lot of really good nuggets in here. And I think they're going to help a lot of people. So even if you've heard this, just listen. So basically, first things first, when you are building your social media business, guys, over these next couple of months, obviously we have so many amazing things to market in our stories as far as the bonuses and the UTC comp and all this stuff, right? But I want you guys to not get away from sharing you. And the reason I say that is because when you're first building your business, you're not going to have customers flooding into your inbox. You're not going to have people saying, oh my God, I want to join you so bad. Like me, for instance, I don't get as many cold messages from other people and other companies because I'm so consistent and I've been doing this for so long that people show up when they see me on social. They know what to expect from me. They know my personality. They know my crazy little things. They know my quirks, right? Because I've taken the last 6 years to build that audience on Facebook and Instagram to really match who I am as a person so that I'm authentically sharing who I am. So when you first come into this, please don't think that you need to have your phone blowing up with potentials or you need customers or anything, because that's going to be built over time. When people come to me and they say, how do I enroll a customer? How do I enroll a promoter? The thing is it's not one special, like, oh, you need to do this or post this. Like, it's not that. And I hate, my biggest pet peeve is when I do a question box on Instagram and someone comes into my question box from our team and they're like, how do I enroll a promoter? And I'm like, well, are you asking me how to do it on the back office? Because I can walk you through. Or are you asking me how I enroll promoters? Because it's not just one answer, right? It's a compound of, showing up as myself, showing up and sharing myself using the products, being myself and sharing my fives, my personal fives, which I'm going to get into. So when you're first building your social media, I want you to share you. Right? So your social and the content that you're posting, that's your advertising, quote unquote, right? We are a business, we're a sales business. At some point, we have to have marketing, ads, and revenue, right? So we have advertisements. Our advertisements are our content. That's our stories. That's our feed posts. That's anything that you're putting out on social. Honestly, at this point, anything you're putting on your social. If you are in this business and you use that social platform for your business, anything you are posting is somehow going to relate to your fives or your business. And the reason I'm saying that is because if you're utilizing your fives correctly right now, that should already be. You should already be posting things you're interested in. You should already be talking about your hobbies. You should already be sharing the parts of you that make you you, because that's what you do on social, right? You share who you are. When you joined this business and you signed on as a promoter, you didn't sign up to say, hey, I'm only going to talk about network marketing from here on out. You're still you, and you still have those pieces of you that make you you. And those are the core things that are going to attract your potentials to you. So you are selling premium grade nutrition, right? We're all selling the same product. We all have Thrive on our hands, right? We all have the same shakes. They have the same ingredients, whatever. But at the end of the day, the person who joins me as a client versus who joins Jackie, it has nothing to do with the product. It has everything to do with who I am and versus who Jackie is, and who that person connects to as much, who they feel like they relate to, who they feel like maybe this person is using the products for the same reason that I want to be, right? You are going to connect with so many different people, and some of those people aren't going to be your people. Hell, I've had people come into my inbox and ask me hella questions about the business, and then they went and signed with my level 1. At the end of the day, I don't care about that. Why? Because I want people to be connected with who they connect with the most. At the end of the day, if you sign on with somebody who isn't your person, guess what? It's probably not going to go as smoothly as you'd want it to, and you're probably going to end up finding someone else to link arms with within that team. Why? Because you work well with certain people, because you're relatable, because there's things within your life outside of Thrive that you have in common that makes different ground for your business, right? So for instance, me, I grew up going to, Dunkin' and all that stuff before high school. Why? Because I was exhausted constantly. I needed coffee to literally go work my job at 5 o'clock in the morning. Now I can wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning, pop my capsules, and I'm great for the rest of the day. Back then, I needed coffee constantly. So maybe that's one of my fives where I'll share my story around, I started this business because I was in college and I was sluggish and I had no extra money, and I tried the product, and day one, I felt amazing. This is what I felt. This is how it took away my coffee addiction. I stopped going to Starbucks every day. I saved $100 extra a month. Whatever your story is around that product and why you started using it, do not be afraid to share it. Why? Because I promise you, if you are doing networking correctly and you're following people who you feel as though you relate to, there's going to be somebody in your social who's going to see that and say, dang, I need to stop being so addicted to coffee. I wonder what she's using, right? Pain points. I want you guys to figure out what your pain points are, because that's going to go into your content as well. So basically, when you're going forward and you're posting for your business, right, your posts on your feed or your storefront, I recommend that you post at least once a day on your Facebook and your Instagram feed. I personally try to stick to one post on my Instagram feed a day, and I'll do probably anywhere from 2 to 3 on Facebook. And the reason I say that is just because I feel like so many more of my potentials come from Facebook these days. So I might take a little extra time to make sure I have a couple different posts there. And Instagram, I like to do maybe max 2 posts a day, because if you go in your analytics and you're a creator account, you will have best posting times. And that's going to allow you to see when your best posting time is. So if I'm going to post twice a day, I might post my more beefy post, the post that I want, more people to see. Maybe it's about the bonuses, right? I'm going to see what my best post time is, because I want the most people to see that. If I'm going to post twice that day and I have that big post posting at my best post time, maybe I'll do something that is more personable, or maybe a zinger, short and sweet after that or before that. So that way I can post twice and not have, not everybody seeing it because I posted it back to back. Amanda, the way that you would see that is if you are on Instagram and you have a creator or a business account. If you are a creator, you basically just like have the analytics and stuff. If you are a business account, you would have to have a Facebook page, business page linked to it. So I would recommend going into your settings and switching to creator. So if you're a creator, you should have, here's my Instagram. This is like my profile. You should have a button on your page that says insights. If you click that, that will actually pop up your like overall just like layout of insights. And you'll see it says your audience. That's going to say your total followers. You're going to want to click that, and that's going to open up to your follower breakdown. So it's going to show you how many people, like I have 13 point something thousand. So I have a K next to it. I don't actually see the exact dollar or number amount unless I'm in here. So that tells me like how close I am to, growing my following. And then if I scroll down here, this will tell me my top locations, or was that top age groups? Oh no. Locations, there's age groups, there's a pie chart, and then down at the bottom, it's a little weekly spread. So you have your days of the week, and then you have like your followers. And if you press that, it's going to show you what day of the week. So this is Thursday up here. So this is the hours, and it's going to show you your best posting time. So I usually like to stick around the part where it's kind of, going positively and then it kind of plateaus. I like to post in this area. And then if I'm going to post a later post in the day, I try to keep it as latest to this biggest number right here. So that way people are seeing, more of my stuff rather than just posting at a random time and maybe all of my followers aren't active. So that is a really, really good thing to definitely keep track of over these next couple of months with all these incentives, because obviously you're going to want to grow your social media, because the more people you engage with and connect with over there is the possibility of more potentials and therefore more sales and enrollments. So Sharing your life, sharing your struggles, being real, your real life, your personality, all those things, guys, are going to make you relatable. So at the end of the day, if there's something that you're like, I don't want to do this because I'm scared of what people will think, or you made a funny reel and you look ridiculous and you're like, wow, it's so funny and I want to share it, but like it's weird. Please just share it. Please. I promise you there will be people out there that will connect with it, that will laugh at it, that will follow you. I actually for like here's literally an example, right? I was scrolling TikTok the one day and I found this girl and she made me laugh so hard. And I was like, I wonder if she has Instagram. I'm gonna go follow her. Well, she had like barely 500 followers on Instagram and she had thousands on TikTok. I connected with her and I messaged her. I said, hey, I just watched your TikToks. I've been cracking up for 20 minutes. Like, you go, girl, right? That's all I said to her. Very relatable. Guess what? 2 weeks ago, she messaged me, I need to know more about your business. Guys, it doesn't have to be about Thrive. You can relate and connect on anything, literally. Bumble BFF. If you're not on Bumble BFF and you're not networking with people in your local area, guys, it's literally so easy. Bumble BFF, everybody is on there to make friends. So at this point, you go on Bumble BFF, you find people in your local area. If you match with someone, the first thing I do is, hey, are you on Instagram? I'm not on this app a lot. I totally will message you there. Guess what? Now you just gained 10 people in your local area on Instagram who are going to go to your page and interact with you because you're going to go do it to them. And I promise you, in probably 2 to 3 months, you'll have people from that app or from your local town asking you what you do or how they can get involved. When you are showing up and you're being yourself and you're truly trying to just connect with people, through your posts, through your content, whatever you're doing, that's where the magic happens. So the next thing I want to talk about real quick is using your fives for content creation, because I know that a lot of people, they get in the fives and they kind of watch the video, and it's notorious that I always get a text from my newbies that's like a 1 through 5 list, and it's like makeup, my boyfriend, like whatever. And I'm like, okay, that's great. That's awesome. We can definitely build off of that. But I want to know more, right? So your five should include things that you love, your hobbies, your passions, your family life, who you are, what you stand for, what your values and morals are, right? Be unapologetic in who you are, because the more unapologetic in who you are in your fives, the more real and genuine these relationships are going to be when they start to flourish from your content being out there. So there's 2 different ways that you can use your fives. You can use them verbally in your captions, or you can literally use them physically, and that's for your posts. Now, when I'm talking about like content creation for your actual feed, we can always talk presets, we can talk bells and whistles, but at the end of the day, you don't need a preset to be successful. You don't need thousands of followers. It comes down to the content you're sharing and the value you're bringing. So when you look at my Instagram, for instance, right, you see a bunch of squares that contain me with makeup, me with my boyfriend, me traveling, fashion, my car, California, right? You can see things in these 12 squares that are a part of my life that you can pretty much look at this and get a pretty good idea of who I am and what I like, right? That's the goal. You want to be able to have your 12 squares speak from your fives. Now, when people come into this business and they want to talk about products on their feed, that's great and awesome. But I promise you, it will benefit you so much more to do a picture of you with your patch on your wrist, smiling or something, rather than just a picture of patches, right? So you can take it a step further. I don't even like to post products on my feed, honestly. I like to keep it as, attraction marketing, curiosity-esque, for lack of a better term, as I can, because I want them to come to me, right? I don't even have my Lavelle link in my bio. I have a milkshake app link that has a link tree. So that way, if they truly want to go find that link, they can. But I want them to come to me, right? So your content should speak for itself in physical aspects of what are your fives? Who are you, right? So let's take a look at mine again. So we see here, I am dressed in thigh-high boots. I have a inspired Burberry scarf. I am, in the wilderness. I'm traveling. You see me with, my car, and what's this one here? Me in Yosemite, just kind of like twirling around. Like, you can tell from that I'm into beauty. You can tell that I'm in a relationship. You can tell that I live in California living, right? Those are what I want you to be able to see from your posts. So physical, find pictures that give more of a story to who you are. captions verbally, right? So when you are writing captions, guys, when you come into this business and we make that fives list, even if you've been here for a year, a refresher, that fives list is literally for you to be able to pick one of those things you said and use it in a caption, right? So I like to call it your fives, your personal fives, right? That's what you write your list about what resonates with you. And then your value fives. So this is business fives, personal fives again, product fives, and compensation plan fives. So these are what I call bringing value intentionally to your fives, right? So you'll obviously have your list that is based on who you are, what you like, what you love, what you resonate with. And then your value intentional fives are going to talk about 5 reasons why you joined this business. And it's not, oh, well, I wanted to. And no, what are 5 reasons? I'll tell you right now. I couldn't pay my $322 car payment when I was in college. I bought a $20,000 RAV4 and I couldn't afford it. And I paid $322 every single month out of my student loan refund to pay for that car. So that was one of my fives, was get my car payment paid for. I knew that our company had an opportunity to pay that for me. Number 2, I wanted financial freedom. I hated the fact that I was living paycheck to paycheck. I could barely feed myself. I was depressed. I had no time. That's my second one. Third, the products were amazing. That was another thing. I felt sluggish, right? I wanted to get off of the coffee. Think about the things that you thought about when you joined this business. Those are the things you need to be sharing in your captions. Why you joined the business. What personally was going on in your life? 5 things. Write that down. What are 5 things that have gone on in your life personally that pulled you to this moment in this business? Why did you start? What were the things that were scary? And what are your vulnerabilities? What are the things you're afraid to talk about? Those are what you need to talk about. Product fives. Again, why did you start using them? What caught your eye? Were you looking for weight loss? Did you need extra energy? Were you feeling anxious all the time? What is it that made you want to try the product? Talk about that in your captions. Comp plan fives. Guys, we just got a whole new part of our comp plan added on, and we have rank advancement bonuses. Talk about the comp plan, how generous this company is. Even if you have not earned a bonus yet or have not earned a cent in this business yet, talk about the fact that we get paid weekly. You still can get paid weekly if you enroll, right? You can still earn your auto bonus at the second rank when you hit it. Even if you haven't done those things yet, talk about them. You are actively on your way to earning those things, right? When you're writing your captions and talking about this, I was telling this to Jackie and Taya earlier, like you literally, guys, are on a multi-million-dollar team. It might not be your name next to that price tag, but you are a part of that. You are one of the 5,000 plus people on this team that is contributing to that number. So talk about it in your captions. Write about it in your story posts. Do not be afraid to be bold with what we have here and what it will do for you in the future, even if you're not there yet. Vision casting is one of the biggest things that you can do in your business, in your captions, to allow other people to have that picture of what this could be for them. If you create a vision in someone's head for what their life is going to be like, and you touch on what they're struggling with now and how this can help that go away, you bring a solution to their pain point in your caption, guess what? That person's going to come to you next time. And when they say they're nervous or they're not sure if they're ready, you can bring up how, hey, remember last time we talked and we talked about this grand vision we can do for your life? Whatever you said, reiterate it. They're going to remember. And that's going to sit with them that you remembered that about them. Right? Intentional, being genuine, caring, having a servant's heart, and sharing what you have because it's a gift that you can give to others. So be bold, use your fives. When you have that list of your fives, literally take one of those bullet points, literally. If you were going through this intentional fives and say, hey, I'm going to talk about business fives today. Why did I join the business? Well, I couldn't afford my car payment. Great. Now I'm going to go write a post about the fact that I couldn't afford my car payment when I was a freshman in college. I signed a co-signed lease with my dad for a $20,000 RAV4. I couldn't afford it. I started paying the payments with my loans that I had for school, and I dug myself into a bigger hole. I saw that this opportunity had an auto bonus at the second rank. I knew that that could change my life. I knew that that could take away one of my biggest struggles at the time and put money back in my pocket. It could take something off of my plate. So I ran after it. Boom. There you go. Talk about it. You don't even have to earn it yet. Literally share what you can, control what you can control. The rest will fall into place. So utilize each bullet, like I said, for either a topic, in your captions, or an actual picture. Like, right, if you're like, oh, I don't know what to write today, a lot of the times, guys, I get my inspiration for what I want to write in my caption by what picture I took. I love to take pictures and batch content, which I'm going to talk about next. And then I kind of just look at my content and I say, hey, I know that these are related to my fives just in like what I normally take pictures of, right? So how can I relate this photo to something in that list of fives, right? So for instance, here we go. I'll show you what I did for my post today. Earlier this morning, I had this post from Yosemite that I took 2 weeks ago, right? So I had no idea that I was going to be making this post. Actually, this morning, I had a whole different post idea mapped out. But when I saw other people in top leadership, like our #1 income earner, post about the fact that bonuses were dropping tonight, I said, you know what? I need to go do that too. Pay attention to what your leaders are posting about, #1. #2, get creative, right? So I had this picture. I never knew what I would use it for, but I knew my hand was up. I looked at it. I said, how can I get creative with this post? So I remembered when I write captions, I always make sure that the first line of my post is eye-catching. So what can I do with that picture that will allow me to draw attention in the first section of that post, right? Well, my hand's up. So I thought, who's ready to leave their limiting beliefs and struggles in 2020? Let me see those hands, right? My hand's up. That's eye-catching. People don't want to be struggling in 2021. Talk about that. Catch their attention in the first sentence. Next, I'm going to go into why you're seeing my hand, right? Build off of that caption. So why? Just a few years ago, I was just like you. Relate. You're talking to them, guys. You're talking to a person on the other side of that screen. I don't care if it's 300 that are liking your picture. There's one person there that you're going to connect with at least. So talk to them. Just a few years ago, I was just like you. I had 3 jobs. I was a full-time college student, and I was working every second of the day just to be able to pay my bills. I felt drained. I was constantly living off the drive-thru, and Starbucks iced vanilla lattes with an extra pump vanilla were my go-to. My body hated me. Okay, why? I was depressed constantly. I was saying no to every single invite that I got because I simply couldn't afford to go out. So, next time you think it's impossible to change your situation, remember me, right? So I'm telling them, I've been in your situation. I've dealt with those things. I understand. But if I can do it, you can do it too, right? And then I go into some things about how it makes me relatable. The girl with 0 experience in this industry found herself leading a $500,000 sales team for the best premium grade nutrition company out there. Guys, you don't have to lead a $500,000 sales team to write something like that. You can say the girl with zero experience who found herself a part of a multi-million-dollar sales team. Guess what? No one's going to dissect that and say, well, it's not yours, right? No, they're going to want to know what you're doing, how you are a part of something so big, right? People want to be a part of something bigger than themselves, and it's something bigger than themselves that can offer them something that's life-changing. Get out there and scream it from the rooftops in those posts, guys. And then I said, the girl who felt like a walking negative dollar sign for almost an entire year of her life, where debt dictated her every move, now works full-time for herself, free and secure, right? I'm touching on the pain point of how many people are living in struggle right now. How many people are at that point that I once lived in? Share that. Let them know. They're going to relate to that. And then I kind of just ended it off with some of my some of my accomplishments in business and how something big is coming today. And then I said, your journey and your life goals are just as important to me as they are to you. You've sat back and waited long enough. What's happening today will be the very reason your life will do a 180 in the next 365 days, but only if you decide. Touch on what you struggled with, what they struggled with, relate to them, bring a solution, invite them, right? Constantly be answering the question why in your captions. because you're going to tell a story. And I don't want to get too much into that because we have our very own social media queen, Taya, doing a sharing your own story next week. So same time next week, we have our weekly call. Taya will be leading it, and she will be talking all about how to share your story, telling your story, making sure you're sharing your whole truth and everything about you. So we'll leave that off till next week, but you know, that's going to be a huge addition to what we're talking about tonight. So the next thing that I want to segue into is batching content and, you know, a little bit of your photos with your fives. I know we touched on this a little bit earlier, but this is really where I want to get into batching your content because, like I said, I am somebody who a lot of the times it's just natural for me to look at my camera roll and see what content I have available because I batch content constantly. So it's you know, real easy for me to go to my camera roll and say, oh, this picture somehow relates to this in my brain and I can write a caption, right? But if I don't have a picture on hand, it's really hard for me to be like, what do I post? I'm not inspired, right? I have to go out there and find a self-development post, or I got to listen to a podcast. That's how I get inspired. But the number one way I write my captions is by looking at the content that I've already batched, because it allows me to utilize my own self, the things in my surroundings, and the things that I know that I've gained from this business in conjunction to the things that are in the photo with me. So first off, what is batching content? Let me start there. Batching content basically means you are going to go have a Monday. Let's say you pick one day a week. You're not working your 9 to 5. You don't got the kids. You're free to go out and take pics. I want you guys to go through your closet, pick out 3 cute outfits, do your hair, do your makeup, look cute for like 3 hours. If you don't have a tripod, Amazon has light rings with tripods for like literally less than $20. There's tripods out there. It's a business write-off. Get it, write it off tax season. Go have a content day, guys. Get creative. Drive around your neighborhood. Find cute little walls that you have. If you have parks, or you know your best friend is willing to take some photos, your boyfriend, like take the time to do that and take that 3 hours to batch your content as often as possible. You know, I'm guilty of not doing it as much as I possibly can too. I mean, I do this full time and I'm home all day, but again, we get busy and it's hard. So make sure you choose at least once a week or maybe twice, you know, in a month where you go out and you take a bunch of different pictures in different outfits. This is going to allow you to have an album in your phone with ready to go content. And that's going to go into, you know, a couple of my next things that I'm going to talk about. But basically, you want to have a content day. Change locations, change outfits, get a tripod, like I said, write it off, get all of your content in one day. So that way you're not sitting back on a Tuesday when your paycheck drops and you're like, damn, I really want to share I got, you know, paid today with a bomb ass post, but I have no idea what to use for a picture, because that's my issue always. And at that moment, I just chalk it up as a loss. And I'm like, you know what? I'll just go heavy on my stories because oops. But we want to avoid that, right? We want to be as consistent as we can on the feed, because when you're doing that and you're showing up with IPAs and doing all the other things in the background of your business, it's going to compound. So when you are, again, taking your pictures, find things that relate to your fives, right? If you are want to talk about the auto bonus and you're not even 12K yet, girl, get your car, take a picture of your nails by your wheel. Please talk about the auto bonus. If you haven't even earned a Cabo or a getaway or whatever yet, and you want to talk about that opportunity, pull up your picture from, I don't even care, whatever vacation you went on, right? Use your fives in the pictures that you have. If you're going to talk about something, relate it to the picture, right? If you want to talk about a getaway, going to a tropical place, use a picture of you on a beach, right? Relate it to what you are talking about. Okay, so the biggest thing that I want to talk about there is really just honestly taking the time to take the pictures and get creative. Batching content is super fun once you start doing it, actually, because it's like a mini photo shoot and you get all your pictures, and then you can kind of sit back and just play with your presets, all that stuff. So it's super fun when you get into it. But at first it might feel a little weird taking pictures and stuff like that. But I promise you, just keep in the forefront of your mind that every moment you can take a picture is a money-making opportunity. Let me tell you, when I first started in this industry, everywhere I went, if I saw a cute wall outside, if I saw a cute background at this restaurant, if I got a vision for what I wanted a picture to look like, I took that picture. Why? Because do not let yourself get in a place of I can only take pictures on content day. Every second you are out living your life, you are working your business when you snap a picture. Do batch days. Go out and take pictures when you're out. I'm not saying don't be present with your family at dinner or your boyfriend, but hey, babe, can you take my phone real quick and take a picture of me real quick, right? Slide it in there, get it in there real quick, and then put it away. Those are the things that are going to help you build your business in small steps. And again, with your fives, I wanted to touch on this too. You follow so many influencers and bloggers who are all talking about the same name brand hair product and chapstick and this and that. But the people who are purchasing off of their commission links, the reason they're doing so isn't because they think that that's the all holy grail expo marker, okay? They're joining them because they love the personality of the influencer. They love the personality of the person sharing that product, right? That personality that you're connecting with is only coming out because they're taking that initiative to show their true authentic self. Whether it's 100% true and authentic, we don't know, but they're bringing something out to portray, right? And I want you to kind of switch that mindset of like, okay, I have these products on my hand. I have a team of people who are all selling the same thing. What is going to make me stand out authentically? What is it about me that I can put into my post or about my journey that might relate with somebody else for my picture or my caption or whatever you're doing? They're relating to that person for more than just their bronzer or their favorite name brand, whatever, right? It's about the person and the person behind the camera and what they're sharing in their value. So remember that. Please, please, please do not think you have to be me. You don't need to be Lindsay. You don't need to be Katie. Be yourself. Just be who you are and love every second of it, because even if you don't get 100 likes on that first picture of you being 100% authentic, guess what? You got 50, that's 50 heartbeats. Now, the more you show up as yourself and you present yourself authentically and you consistently grow on social, those people are going to learn who you are and they're going to start to love you and they're going to watch you. And I will tell you right now from firsthand experience, 90% of my level ones that are with me right now, a lot of them watched me for months and months and months. Some of them were even with other companies and I was training them in the DM because they said, how do you do this? And I said, oh, I'm not going to be a brat and sit here and say, I'm not going to tell you, because that's not genuine. That's not who I am, right? Me, I love to help people and I love this industry. Whether I'm with Lavelle or a different company, I love what I do, right? So why am I going to sit here and hold my mentorship back from somebody who's not on my team? Because they could see that and say, hey, that person isn't even my mentor or in my same company, and they just spoke to me like they were. I'm going to go join that person. What can that person do for me if I join them and I'm actually with them, learning with them all the time? Be unapologetically yourself in every aspect of your business. It will only grow. Okay, I talked about the 12 scores already. Okay, so this is another thing going ahead with like the pictures and stuff in your fives. I want you guys to kind of take this homework back for tonight and look at your 12 squares. Look at your Facebook. Look at your social platforms, whatever you're using to market this business. I don't care if it's Snapchat. Look at what you're posting. I want you to kind of take a step back and pretend that your Instagram or your Facebook page is a dating profile. And I want you to look at yourself and I want you to kind of split yourself in two for a second. Have your knowledge of who you are and what you represent in one side. And in the other, I want you to be the person that's prospectively looking to date you. And I want you to be that person looking at your social, and I want you to go in clear-headed and say, what can I tell about this person from these 12 squares? And then on the other side, where you're still you, ask yourself, is that an accurate representation? Is this fake dating profile that I have up of my social media represent me and all of my values? Because if you truly want to meet your soulmate on a dating app, right, you're going to be 100% yourself. You're going to put things out there that you don't stand for. I don't do drama. I don't do this. I want this, this, and this. You know what you want in this business, right? You know what you want as far as prospects and people to join you. So make sure on your page, what you're portraying about yourself is attracting that. If you're posting on your page that, you love these health and wellness products so much, but then you're complaining on the next slide that, you're broke or like whatever, and then you're trying to talk about a business, right? That doesn't match. So you need to make sure that what you're presenting on your page, whether it's slides, pictures, captions, anything, that it is representing what you want in this business. When you're putting something out there, right, you're going to get that back. If you have a profile and you have all types of pictures of, random things and no one can tell what you're about, that person's probably not going to join you, right? They want to know about you. They want to know that they can trust you. And the first sense of doing that is getting to know who you are as a person. So I want you to look at your socials tonight. Ask yourself, would you join you? Would you date you? What could you gather about yourself as a person who knows nothing about you looking at your social, right? Look at those things. And then I want you to start bringing more of you into it. If you kind of check yourself and you're like, okay, you know, there's a lot of like selfies and like my family and my kids and my dogs and my food, but there's not a lot of me and my core fives, then I want you to change it up so your pictures match your fives, your captions match your fives. I want your page to literally puke who you are. And I know that's like weird in this day and age with like people who stalk you on like social media and stuff, but at the end of the day, no risk, no reward. You're here for a reason, right? You're an entrepreneur. You're a badass businesswoman. You got to do what you got to do to get the business forward. And if that means putting out there who you are 100% and putting out there what you want and your vulnerabilities and your struggles and your captions, if that's what it's going to take to find that person that clicks and runs with you, to find those 4 people that you need to hit the top of the company, don't hold yourself back. Bring more of yourself into it. Share who you are, your vulnerabilities, all that stuff. You know, don't be afraid to be bold. Like I said in the beginning, you guys have a gift of being here. Like I said, I've been here now for going on 2 years, and I will tell you right now that there is a very small percentage of people that is still here today that was here when I hit 4K, when I hit 12K. A lot of them are gone. A lot of them have come and came back. But at the end of the day, when you are bold and you share your truth and you share this gift that you have on your hands, and if you're from another company and you're just coming in too, I want to remind you that you are 100% allowed to go live and completely openly talk about your story. When I came back to Thrive after leaving Bellamy, I literally went live on my Facebook and I said why I left Bellamy. And I told my story. I didn't bash them. I didn't talk badly about anybody. I literally just told my story. You know, I was here. I saw that. I love beauty. I thought, hey, if I was successful here, why not go try it out? I went there. The comp plan wasn't for me. I love the products, but it just wasn't it. I talked about that. And then I shared all of the things that I dealt with negatively personally in my business that I didn't deal with here or that I won't deal with because of the amazing things that we have a part of this business. No ownerships, no cold messaging, all that stuff. And now all of these other incentives we can talk about, guys, like there's so much to share. And if you're coming from a new business, I want to really, really touch your soul in saying, get uncomfortable with going live and sharing your story and why you left your other company. Do it. I promise you there's people out there following you who feel the exact same way as you right now. And when you step up first and you are the person to say, hey, you know what? It wasn't for me and that's okay. And I can share that. That person's going to say, you know what? You are brave as hell and I want to know what you're doing because you're the person who paved the way for them. So be bold, be unapologetic, know that what we're doing in the next 3 months is absolutely life-changing, but I need you guys to commit 100% that you are going to get up every single day, do the work for the next 90 days straight, next 100 days straight, the next, I don't even care, however long you're going to be here, show up 100%. Work your business like your VIPs every single 15 days, right? Just like Lindsay said, if you're running for 4K, guess what? Now you're going to do VIP 1600 twice. Break it down. If you need help, if you need 3 ways, come to me. I think majority of you guys that are left in this call now are my personally enrolled or in my downline. Please let me or another leader know if you need help. Like, I'm committed. I'm not sleeping for the next 3 months. I'm earning $160,000 in bonuses for us. So if you want to claim something, I'm here for it and I'm going to help you do that. So that's what I got for you tonight. I hope you guys got some great stuff out of this. But if you have any questions at all, I'm going to open up the chat real quick in the next like minute or so and take a sip of water because I'm thirsty as heck. But if you guys have any questions about anything I talked on real quick, just let me know. And if not, we can just jump off and get working. And I am totally almost out of gallon. That's it. All right, cool. So if you guys don't have any questions at all, then we will go ahead and clean it up, get grinding. I feel like I legitimately have been on calls all day long, which is amazing. I'm so pumped, so motivated. But yeah, if you guys need anything at all, reach out. Let's do it. You're all getting a bonus. You're all ranking. And here's some special sauce, sprinkling the vitamins, all the good things. So I will see you guys later and love ya. Let's do it.